There is a Jammidodger cushion behind me. I just want you all to know that. Hello Spuds, how is it going? What is up with you? I hope you're well. Welcome to this video. Thank you for clicking on it. I don't know if this is your first video or not, but either way I hope you're going to enjoy it and I really appreciate you clicking on it. Today we're taking a look at some transphobes, but it's wholesome. That sounds weird, doesn't it? Transphobia, wholesomeness. It doesn't really go together. But what this is, I don't know if it's really wholesome, but it's funny. I reacted to some transphobic tweets a little while ago. It's nice to be able to react to them and dispel some of the bad arguments because we all know that transphobia is built on just rubbish arguments, full of many, many plot holes. Would get a low score on Rotten Tomatoes. And sometimes what happens is when transphobes do tweets out, people respond, or just the tweet itself, it's a massive fail because they get completely owned. So what I did is I've been compiling a bunch of things from mostly Twitter where people have tried to be transphobic and it's failed for a number of different reasons. And I thought we could just react to that together because it highlights the weakness in transphobia. Let's just get into it. And oh, I'm excited about this one. We're gonna have a good laugh today, guys. Trans people are so disgusting. I really feel sick for even dealing with them on Twitter. Why would you not reread your tweet? It's literally the first word is wrong. It's very easy to spot. Damn those people who like trains. Grr, how dare you be interested in trains? If you like trains, there is nothing wrong with you. This person is just mean. How can a person be trans and also be a woman? It's not possible to be both. Just swap out trans and woman with any other two words. How can a person be tall and also be brown haired? It's not possible to be both. It's funny because in this context they've only thought of trans women and they're basically trying to say trans women are not women. But by saying that you can't be trans and also be a woman, you're being very accepting of trans men. J.K. Rowling is being transphobic and ew. I just changed the headline to yeah, that's the most accurate headline on all of this I've read. And ew. What's everyone's favourite thing to get at a seafood restaurant? Mine is surf and turf. It's so beautiful. It's a masterpiece of a tweet. He/they says it all. Do you not have pronouns? No, because I am normal. What? Their own blind hatred towards people putting, like, I'm assuming pronouns in bios or having gender neutral pronouns has led them to really, really just sound very silly. We aren't cis. That isn't real. We are just people. Alright, that means everybody in the world is trans. Cis isn't real. It is. I don't know what a cisgender is, but whatever it is, it shouldn't be allowed in front of children. Oh my god. I knew I would enjoy this video. Wow. Well, have a little bit of news for you then. Not all so-called cis people are the same. Stop bunching all of us in your despairs. Cis people sound derogatory. Please refrain from using cis people and call us heterosexuals. People can be cis and not heterosexual. Deal with it. Cis is a prefix that's been around for a very long time. Don't call me cis. I don't know what it is, but it sounds gay. Sometimes people should just not tweet. Thread. We have a serious problem in Ireland. Gender self-ID was sneaked in without public consultation and most people haven't a clue that a man, any man, can now fill out an A4 page, declare himself a woman and be granted access to women's toilets, changing rooms and other, I'm assuming, spaces. This was tweeted in September 2020. The reply to this, TERFs just found out about the GRA in Ireland, that's the Gender Recognition Act. You know, the 2015 Act. They're tweeting about something that happened 5 years ago and has had no negative consequences. And they're making it sound like it's a new thing that's just happened and is like a big, oh my god, we have to fix this is a massive problem. 5 years. Very slow response. Homophobia. Correct. Heterophobia. Not recognised, doesn't exist. It's because it doesn't exist. Happy International TERF Day. TERF rights are human rights. TERF Pride, 10th of October, 2020. Oh, I wonder how it went. I bet there was a fantastically terrible turnout. And they've used hearts and the rainbow pride, which is all inclusive of everybody. Why? TERF pride. TERF rights are human rights. I mean, they're just taking the piss out of trans people, aren't they? Do you have a gender identity? Please retweet for widest possible sample. Tweeted by The Gender Critic. Yes, 26%. No, 74%. 74% of people seem like they don't have any gender identity. Okay. But the reply, I'm not going to talk about the percentages. I don't know how people are feeling. Some people can feel like they're lacking a gender. But somebody replied saying, I am a woman, and that is quite enough. So you don't think you have a gender, but you know you're a woman. You do, therefore, then have a gender. Oh, here is a poll by the lovely PragerU, very transphobic and just lots of other bad things as well. Have your political views shifted in the past few years? The biggest response was yes, moving left at 67.2%. 144,000 votes. And the only response was, well, the leftists just got hold of this, that's why it says that. Which, you know, I can believe, but still can't just say, oh, it doesn't count. The wrong people replied to this, so we're not going to count it. No. Only TRAs, trans rights activists, have pronouns. Is that news to any of you? You can only have pronouns if you're a trans rights activist. So do you refer to yourself solely in the third person by your proper name? You never use pronouns? No. As a woman, a female, a daughter of Eve, so you use she, her pronouns? No, I don't have pronouns. They are SJW PC fodder. So once again, do you always refer to yourself in the third person by your proper name? No. So you do use pronouns, in other words. I do not use pronouns. So you never use words such as she or her, which again means that you must refer to yourself solely in the third person by your proper name. I use she, but I have never used a pronoun in my life. No, I don't use pronouns, I use she. That is a pronoun. I am impressed by the patience of people to keep talking to somebody like that, because I would have just not even bothered responding. Can't be bothered with this. Feminists who exclude trans women basically admit to seeing women as walking vaginas, you know, like misogynists. Women are more than their bodies, and by accepting that women are more than their bodies and there is more to being a woman than just genitals and physicality, then trans women must be accepted into being women. I mean, they are women, so that should happen anyway. Just calls out a lot of the transphobic bullshit that's in the arguments, isn't it? Cishet is when you are cisgender and heterosexual, which is exactly what you are. Oh, but I don't like the term cishet. Okay, default settings. It's not really that bad. Somebody's just clearly not understanding it and like, I don't really like that term. And you can dislike a term. I can say I don't like the term trans, but it doesn't stop me from being trans. I found default settings funny. And finally, we're gonna end on another PragerU poll of can an 8-year-old choose their gender? I reacted to a video they made about this, and then after I did that I found this poll, and basically, although I don't agree with the whole choice because I don't think gender is a choice, they were clearly wanting people to say no, an 8-year-old is too young, blah 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 blah. And what they got was the majority of people, a slim majority, but more people said yes than no. So, and again, you know, their reasoning behind that was, oh, I got to the wrong people, because in the video the guy like asked people, can an 8-year-old choose their gender, and it was just a whole string of like yes 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 they can, and at the end he just turned around and went, so I think you'll agree that like we had a mixed bag, but overall people do not think that an 8-year-old has a maturity to choose their gender.
You guys think an 8-year-old can choose their own gender if they want?
Yeah.
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 An 8-year-old is a child of God, so consequently, choices are theirs.
Yeah.
Maybe they just want to fulfill their wishes if that's what's going to make them happy.
Yes. We got a pretty mixed bag of answers today, but I would say most people agree that an 8-year-old does not have the capacity to be making life-altering decisions like choosing their own gender.
But that is everything for today. I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. That was good fun. If you see anything else that would fit in to this kind of category, then please do send it my way. I'll leave the link to my Instagram down below. You can send me a DM. Think about giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing if you enjoyed it, but no pressure. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Much love. Bye.